Assalamu alaikum. Hi, this is Mahira Khan and you're watching me on Something Hot. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hassan Chaudhary. You're tuned into Something Hot. This is Heart to Hot. माजरत चाहता हूँ, माफ़ी चाहता हूँ, आज का इंटरव्यू थोड़ा ज़्यादा पर्सनलाइज्ड होगा। उसकी एक वजह तो ये है, ये जो शख्सियत मेरे साथ बैठी हैं ये यकीनन वाक़यतन मेरे दिल के बहुत करीब हैं। लेकिन इसकी दूसरी वजह ये है कि ये इंटरव्यू मैं 5 साल से करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। 5 साल में बहुत सारे ऐसे मौक़े आए जब मैं इनसे मिला, ऑन कैमरा भी हमारी बात हुई, बट आज से उतने साल पहले, 5 बहुत हो गया, 5 साल पहले जिस मुकाम पर वो थी, मेरी बहुत ख्वाहिश थी कि मैं उनकी उस जर्नी के बारे में उनसे पूछूं, बिकॉज बहुत सारे ऐसे माइलस्टोन थे जो वो अचीव कर रही थी। एंड ऑफ कोर्स ड्यूरिंग दीज लास्ट 5 years शी इज गॉन ऑन टू अचीव मैनी मोर माइलस्टोन्स। a mere glance at her journey makes one realize and know कि ख्वाब चाहे जितना भी बड़ा हो, अगर लगन के साथ, सच्चे दिल के साथ, अच्छी नीयत के साथ उसे परसू करें तो you can achieve anything. Kind of like, you know, a wise man once said, and one of our favorite people, जिंदगी में अगर किसी चीज़ को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है। आज हम उनसे उनकी जर्नी के बारे में बात करेंगे, जिस मुकाम पे वो पहुंची हैं उस मुकाम के बारे में बात करेंगे, और उस मुकाम तक पहुंचने के लिए जिन चैलेंजेस, जिन मुश्किलात का उन्होंने सामना किया है उनके बारे में भी बात करेंगे, एंड ऑफ कोर्स उनके आने वाली मंजिल के बारे में भी बात करेंगे। आई हैव विद मी super duper star, and as I like to call her, Queen Khan, Mahira Khan. Assalamu alaikum, Mahira.
Walaikum assalam. Wow, this is quite an introduction.
और one go में किया
One go में किया and you made me a little emotional. But I am feeling emotional these days, so yeah. Full credit doesn't go to you. But thank you for this. This was really kind of you.
No, it's just come straight out of my heart. I didn't even practice it, to be honest. Because genuinely, Mahira, 5 years ago, I remember meeting you for the first time, and it was Hassan, and you were shooting, Hassan, Mahira's brother, you were shooting Shakkar Vanda at Frere Hall.
Yeah.
And he took me with him, and you just come back from India, having done one spell of race.
Yeah.
And I remember it was such an important moment for me, because here you were, Mahira Khan, you know, working with Shah Rukh Khan, and I was so excited to meet you. But my first impression of you was that you were as excited to be there, to be part of what you were.
Oh my God, yeah.
And when we started talking about your journey, then it was as if, you know, you were waiting to tell that to someone. Ye ho raha, ye ho raha, ye ho raha. So from that point till now, it's just been, I've always been in touch with you.
Yeah.
No matter what. So this is quite a moment, one-on-one बैठ के एक लंबी बात करना, discussion
करना. This is quite a moment. I didn't realize how big of a moment it is till you described it, actually.
It has, because हमारी बात हुई है बहुत
बार, बिल्कुल,
but हम one-on-one बैठ के वो जो journey के जो मैं हमेशा से चाह रहा हूँ कि मैं बात करूँ आपसे, वो नहीं. First of all, condolences. Your nani just passed away.
Yes.
Very sorry and deepest condolences. And I know एक मुश्किल वक्त से आप गुजर रही हैं, बट आपने वक्त निकाला, आपने हमें टाइम दिया, बहुत शुक्रिया आपका. वैसे भी आप बहुत मसरूफ़ रहती हैं. पहला सवाल जो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ माहिरा, वो ये कि you were born into a family where your father was a banker.
Yes.
Your mother was a teacher.
Yes.
दूर दूर तक आपके ख़ानदान में ना फिल्म ना टीवी से किसी का राब्ता ना ताल्लुक. सारे बिजनेसमैन, डॉक्टर्स, इंजीनियर्स, इस तरह के.
और इंजीनियर्स, बिजनेसमैन वैसे तो नहीं, मगर हाँ, everyone was a lot of education. Yes.
तो मुझे ये बताएं, इस सब के बीच में राम लखन कैसे देख लिया आपने?
यार मैं, that's such a good question. आपको पता है, सर, were you asking me this the other day? Who was asking me this? मेरी playlist चल रही थी. And she's like, no, but can we just talk about कि ये कहाँ से? अब्बा सुनते थे, अम्मा सुनती थी, कोई तो होगा. And मैं भी सोच रही हूँ यार, ये मैंने कहाँ से pick up किया है? I think, can I tell you? I think every time a film was watched at home, I used to feel, this is it, this is my calling. मेरी खाला जो है वो पुराने गाने सुनती थी, अम्मा भी पुराने गाने गाती थी, कभी कभी ढोलक पे बजते थे, शादी हो रही है दिस, बट मुझे मजा आता था. मुझे लगता था कि दिस इज इट, दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू डू. टीवी पे कोई आ रहा है, बिल बोर्ड पे कोई मैं देख रही हूँ, आई यूज्ड टू जस्ट बी लाइक दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू डू. एंड आई वाज अ गुड स्टूडेंट, सो इट वाज लाइक इसका दिमाग तो नहीं खराब हो गया. एक्चुअली अब मेरी नानी जो है वो एक्सेप्ट कर चुकी थी. इनफैक्ट वो देखती थी, सब सारे ड्रामे देखे, देखो तुम बड़ी नेचुरल एक्टर हो. लेकिन अब व्हेन शी वाज गोइंग, तो शी हैड मेड अप हर माइंड कि मैं एक्टर नहीं डॉक्टर हूँ. आई स्वेयर. तो मैं, और मेरे लिए एक्टिंग इतनी काम आई कि मैं डॉक्टर की एक्टिंग करती थी. और वो शी यूज्ड टू बिलीव फुली कि मैं जो मेडिसिन देती थी, जो उनको खिलाती थी, वो कहती थी, उनको लगता था मैं डॉक्टर. सो आई थिंक द रियल passion in me, or the real, this dream of mine just came because there was something deep inside of me that just, you know, when you know that this is it, this is what I want to do, that I knew it in my heart.
That's so interesting.
And if you meet my mother, na, you'll see what a performer she is. I think she wanted to be an actor, I swear. So I don't know.
So you maybe had it in your genes all along.
Well, maybe, but none of them, and they're very successful. You know, like Abba was, mashallah, say, a successful banker. He was an engineer. He went and studied engineering. Amma was a teacher. All my cousins, they're doctors. Sab aaye mein na is waqt, to everyone was like, I'm there, and I'm like, and you know, it's so strange, Hassan. I have to say this just because it's so new and so fresh in my mind. जब सब नानी को, you know, आप बात करते हैं तो आप कहते हैं ये खा लें, ये पी लें, ये कर लें. My way of talking to her is also very different. हर चीज मैं उनके लिए ना एक स्टोरी की तरह बताती थी, और उनको बहुत मजा आता था, और वो खुद स्टोरीज बड़े मजे से सुनाती थी. So I think that way it's really helped me in my life.
You've always been very close to your grandparents. आप दादा का भी बहुत जिक्र करती हैं, दादी का भी बहुत जिक्र करती हैं, because obviously आप एक joint family में growing up, you used to live, और सारे लड़कों में एक लड़की.
How do you know?
I've done my research, Mahira. 5 साल मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको लगे हैं ऐसे थोड़ी. और इतने सारे cousins में जो कि सब majority लड़कों की थी, बजाय आप लड़का बनने के आप उनकी पोनियां बना के उन्हें दौड़ाती थी.
Oh my God, this is very good research. Good job. हाँ, मैं ये करती थी. I was quite a, because I was.
You weren't bratty though. You weren't a brat.
No, I wasn't a brat, but because I was born, Amma and Abba.
After 8 years
of marriage, yes.
Marriage, yes.
They couldn't have.
And your parents at one point wanted to adopt.
Yes. How do you know?
Anyway.
ये क्या देखा है इन्होंने? इन्होंने समीना ये जिया का इंटरव्यू देखा.
नहीं मुझे पता है.
मगर हाँ, so they wanted to adopt. They were ready to adopt. They'd also got, you know, went and seen a little baby girl. So I think जब मैं पैदा हुई, I was so spoiled, and I was spoiled in a way कि लाडों से नहीं पलता कोई. तो वो दादी, दादा, मेरी फुप्पो हैं, and I don't know if I think that is probably my biggest win in all these years, that I still have all these relationships. I'm close to my puppos, I'm close to my khala, my mamu, my cousins. I still really am very close to them. And when I was growing up, I was obsessed with my dada dadi.
I know आप उनके ऑफिस में जाके काफी शरारतें करती थी. उनके टेबल के ऊपर जो वर्ल्ड मैप था, उसमें उनसे पूछती थी.
Oh my God, हाँ, ये सब करती थी.
हाँ, सब कुछ.
और अगर I think, I mean, he wanted me to do a PhD, and he was very like, पता नहीं वो इस वक्त क्या सोचते होंगे कि इसने क्या किया.
आपके घर वाले, so obviously because influence नहीं था घर पे फिल्मों का या ड्रामों का, तो genuinely like they were concerned कि यार कि ये क्या कर रही है लड़की, ये किस तरफ निकल गई है.
हाँ, there was a little bit of concern. My nanny was very concerned.
But was there concern or opposition?
There was no opposition. There was no opposition, but there was concern. There was no opposition because Amma and Abba are very, उन्होंने हमें पाला ही इस तरह कि जो ठीक है तुम्हें ये सही लगता है कर लो. Also, from a very young age, Hassan, I was living abroad, so I was I had become independent. I wasn't very street smart, you know. I don't think I am even now, but I was independent, you know. जब आप 16 साल 17 साल पे आप चेक घर लाते हैं और आप अपना अपार्टमेंट और अपने भाई के साथ रह रहे हैं और ये कर रहे हैं, तो आपकी एक और you change as a person, I feel. So I think that's why my parents were okay with it. Also, I was getting married at that time, so there was a bit of acha chalo bhai ab, you know. So of course there were concerns for sure. I remember there were concerns. My nani, my mom, I think everybody. Amma was a bit like, और उनको ये भी लग रहा था ये शौक है इसका, ये खत्म हो जाएगा. उनको ये नहीं लग रहा था कि ये इसके साथ ये हो जाएगा.
इसमें भी लेकिन इंटरेस्टिंग बात एक ये है कि your parents gave you that liberty and that freedom, right?
Yeah.
And that independence.
Yes, they did, for sure. And even till today, if there's something that's not nice, Amma is the first person to tell me, क्या है? क्या किया है? You know? My father, not so much. You know, he's not someone who sits there and talks about my work with me. You know, कभी-कभी I think वो news पे कभी कुछ पढ़ लेते हैं, वो कहते हैं ये क्या है? ये क्या बात हो रही है? You know, तुमने क्या tweet लिख दी? Because you see, I mean, even now, I just wrote something and we were driving and Amma and Khala were in the car with me and they said, no, and I was like, that's it.
You tweeted?
Yeah.
Or did you delete it?
No, I tweeted. With the Pathan in me kicks in and you can't stop me from
But Mahira, 16-17 साल की पठान बच्ची को
you're going back
अमेरिका उन्होंने भेज दिया, ये बड़ी बात है नहीं?
नहीं, I was actually, Amma had come with us.
अच्छा.
Me, Hassan, Amma had come with us. Amma got sick. And Amma actually has been sick since we were kids. She's had rheumatoid arthritis. But it just made it worse. So she went back. And Abba ने फिर कहा कि आ जाओ वापस, बहुत हो गया है, अकेले क्या तुम लोग करोगे? I didn't want to come back, you know. It's something, America probably, staying there was probably the best thing that happened to me. It was tough. I was not like all my other friends who were regular college-going kids, you know. So when people ask me, like, didn't you ever do this in college? I'm like, no. I never went out. I never partied. I never did any of that. I don't understand dorm life. I don't understand any of this.
To the extent that you said that you were a loser.
I was quite a loser, yes. अभी भी मेरी दोस्तों से आपको interview करना चाहिए ना? They're like, ये तो अभी, I was a loser in a way that I never went out. हम लोग एक दफा वेगस गए थे. सब, मैं, हसान, नरू, all of our friends. और ये लोग मजाक इतना उड़ाते थे मेरा क्योंकि मैं जल्दी सो जाती थी. और फिर मैं सुबह उठ जाती थी. तो मुझे पता होता था कौन किसके कमरे में गया है. और I swear to God. और मेरा एक दोस्त भी गुम गया था. और मैं पूरी, हम लोग, we were all there were about 12 people. और मैं कहती रही, मैंने कहा मैंने उसको देखा है, वो यहाँ आया था, उस लड़की के. And Nehru was like, have you lost it? मैंने कहा मैं बता रही हूँ, मैं सुबह उठी हुई थी. So, you know, I was one of those.
पहरेदारी करनी है.
No, I was a bit of a nerd also. I actually, Hassan से पूछिएगा ये, और Nehru, one of my best friends, Nehru also, I used to tell them, I was like, तुम लोग ये जो करते हो ना party शार्टी, you'll see, one day I will be in a film with Shah Rukh Khan. ये तो मेरी वो थी. This is the kind of, I don't know, faith I had in myself or in my dreams, or maybe I was just a dreamer. Yeah. But those were tough days.
Even during that time, you wanted to apply to film school.
Yeah, I did.
And you did as well.
I did.
But you didn't pursue that.
I didn't pursue that. No, I didn't.
आप वापस आ गई 2005 में गजनफर साहब ने आपको बोला कि आप
2006 actually.
6 में गजनफर साहब ने आपको बोला कि समर ब्रेक में ये वीजिंग कर लो. And you said नहीं, I want to become an actor. मुझे नहीं करनी वीजिंग. उन्होंने बोला अच्छा कर तो लो, you won't be an actor, you'll be a star.
Yes, that's so true.
उनकी आंख में भी काफी.
गजनफर साहब ने तो किसको नहीं लॉन्च किया. गजनफर साहब की आंख में कुछ था, मतलब वो देखते थे किसी को और कहते थे ये, you know. And I was a rebel even then, by the way. I एक चीज जो मेरे बारे में शायद change हो गई हो, but I think when I was younger, I was a rebel. I was very sure about मुझे क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना. जैसे MTV पे ही मैं कहती मैं ये नहीं करूँगी, ज़नफ़र साहब कहते थे सारे वीजेस कर रहे हैं, मैं कहती मैं नहीं करूँगी.
Like what, for instance?
Like anything, like show में डांस कर रहे हैं सब. And not that it's a bad thing, I just did not want to do it then, and I didn't do it. And he would just look at me, ये है कौन यार, ये क्या अपने आप पे समझती है. When I first went to Nabila's, they had, you know, they take you for this, क्या बोलते हैं, makeover or whatever. I didn't let her cut my hair. I didn't let her touch my eyebrows. I still have the same eyebrows. She was like, ये क्या है यार, ये कौन है जो मेरे सामने बैठ के ये कर रही है. But I think over time that worked out for me, because I just did things a little bit my own way.
Would it be?
I didn't want to follow anybody's path.
Would it be me stereotyping if I say कि जिस तरह की इंडस्ट्री का हिस्सा आप हैं, वहाँ पे शायद इसकी ज़रूरत भी थी, अपना थोड़ा सा एक सख्ती not to the extent कि आप बदतमीज थी या रूड थी, बट एक थोड़ी सी सख्ती होने की ज़रूरत थी, क्योंकि लोग फ़ायदा तो उठाते हैं बहुत सारी.
Oh yes, but मुझे लगता है सख्ती से ज़्यादा it's I think when I came into the industry, एक shift हो रहा था, एक change आ रहा था. You know, I was the new generation, right? और हमें examples जो दिए जाते थे वो, और आज भी मुझे लगता है इस तरह होता है, but मैं अपना बता सकती हूँ आपको. I think this is a sign. I need to go for a holiday. तो उस वक्त ऐसा होता था कि you're not like this. You should be more like this. You should be more
like as in जो लोग थे इंडस्ट्री का हिस्सा, पुराने जो थोड़े सीनियर लोग थे, कि वैसे बनो.
Yes. And I just wasn't like that. It was not that I don't appreciate them. I have always had so much respect for my seniors and for my contemporaries. But there were certain things I didn't want to do. Because I'd always, I don't know, you know, it's my path. It's my life, my career. And there were things I wanted to do, you know. It was not about being different. It was just about being कि यार ये मुझे करना है, ये मुझे नहीं करना. सख्त नहीं थी मैं, लेकिन थोड़ी सी stubborn थी in my ways. और अभी भी हूँ. Like everybody tells me I need to be more, you know, I have
flexible.
I need to have PR and I need to do this and I need to do that. I don't believe in it. So.
आपकी कोई PR नहीं है. मैं ये ऑन रिकॉर्ड कह सकता हूँ कि माहिरा खान की कोई तस्वीर कभी कहीं से नहीं आती कि ये लगा दें. और माहिरा खान वो स्टार है जिनकी तस्वीर हम ढूंढ रहे होते हैं कि कहाँ से मिलेगी, कहीं से मिल जाए तो हम लगा दें.
I don't like it. मुझे डर लगता है कि कोई तस्वीर ले ले और तस्वीर लगा ले. इनफैक्ट मैं मैसेज कर रही होती हूँ, प्लीज कैन यू टेक दिस ऑफ, कैन यू टेक दिस ऑफ. आई डोंट बिलीव इन इट. आई जस्ट डोंट बिलीव इन इट. बट सरप्राइजिंगली, एंड यू हैव टू टेल मी कि ये क्यों है, लोगों को लगता है मेरी कोई बहुत पीआर है और मैं कोई एंटोराज के साथ घूमती हूँ. आई डोंट नो.
बड़े स्टार्स का एक इम्प्रेशन होता है ना एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, यार बड़े स्टार्स हैं तो ये सब होगा, और एक मशीनरी होगी जो उनके साथ काम करती है. आई थिंक लोगों के लिए माहिरा, एंड you know at some point I want to delve into this, लोगों के लिए ये बड़ा आसान है राइट ऑफ कर देना किसी को, यार कि बड़ी आसानी से मिल गया इसको तो बस ठीक है, आप इसकी मिट्टी पलीद कर दो, इसको जितना आप क्रिटिसाइज कर सकते हो कर दो, बिकॉज इट वाज सो इजी फॉर दैट पर्सन टू have achieved what they've achieved. और इनके तो यार मशीनरी होगी, 50 लोग होंगे, they don't realize this कि बड़ी एक लंबी स्ट्रगल होती है, बड़ी मेहनत होती है, बड़ा काम होता है. जैसे 2010-11 में शोएब मंसूर साहब was the first person who cast you. How did that happen? How did that come about?
He saw me on TV and wanted to cast me.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Again, कोई PR भी या कोई ये नहीं कि इधर से contact, उधर से सिफारिश.
In fact, उससे पहले I was meant to do a play called Malal with Mehreen Jabbar. So I was getting offers the minute I came on TV.
Obviously.
So, you know, from Momina and all these guys, I don't remember at that time कौन कहाँ मतलब क्या होता था, but Hum TV, I remember going there, signing Malal, and then I got pregnant. So I said I can't come. And then I had Azlan, and I literally एक हफ्ते बाद I think शोएब साहब का phone आ गया. And I was like, ये कौन है, क्या हो रहा है? Obviously I knew शोएब साहब, but I was just like, okay. So that's what happened. There was, And till date, the thing is, anyway, we'll talk about it when you ask me about it.
You've said it कि वो कोई इतना मीठी किरदार नहीं था फिल्म में, but that's not something that bothered you.
Not at all.
And it has never bothered you कि यार कि वो किरदार का स्क्रीन टाइम कितना हो तो फिर है.
No, not at all. I mean, the only thing that happened with me, which now I think about, is that actors को and I shouldn't be complaining, मगर actors को trial और error का बहुत मौका मिलता है. अगर आप हमारे यहाँ भी देखिए या हर जगह देखिए, तो आप इतने ड्रामे कर चुके होते हैं या इतनी फिल्म्स कर चुके होते हैं कि आप मन जाते हैं. I got success very quickly, you know. And again, it's not that I didn't work hard for it. My entire life is a testament to how much I've worked hard, and you don't need to see it, you know. I don't know.
You don't have to say it also.
I don't even need to say it, but because that happened, Hassan, that's where I think that's where I got stuck. Like, imagine it was Humsafar Bol is the same year, and that was it, you know.
Humsafar Bol and of course Niyat.
Bol and Niyat came out the same day.
Niyat was your first drama.
Yes, and they came out on the same day, Friday. Seriously.
Quite a sign ना उस वक्त के लिए. आपने सोचा होगा यार ये तो कोई साइन है कि फिल्म भी एक ही दिन आ रही है.
नहीं, मुझे उस वक्त कुछ भी नहीं पता था. मुझे अच्छा ठीक है, ये भी हो रहा है, ये भी हो रहा है, वो भी हो रहा है.
नियत आपका पहला ड्रामा हुमायूं सईद के साथ, उन्होंने वो प्रोड्यूसर भी थे. आप लोग न्यूयॉर्क में बर्गर खाने उतरे तो आपने उनको कन्फ्रंट कर लिया. आपने उनको कहा कि आपकी रेपुटेशन सही नहीं है हुमायूं, लेकिन आप प्लीज डोंट ट्राई एनीथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट विद मी. एंड ही लाफ्ड एंड यू बिकेम फ्रेंड्स.
I don't know if we became friends at that point, because he was, you know, a much bigger actor. Also, you know, they were all older than me. I was a bit scared, but he definitely, I think I became his goodie after. But he wanted to just
protect you, as you said, protect you like a baby.
Yeah. You know, you never know with my side. No, I'm joking. I mean, he's great, yaar. What a guy, you know. I mean, what a guy. For someone to show up at your house at night, the day your nani passes away, because he knows what she meant to you, says a lot about a man. Says a lot about a man. Yeah.
2011 onwards. बोल आई, नियत, हमसफर. तो फिर वो जैसे कहते हैं कि there was no looking back for Mahira Khan. No turning back and no looking back. What was going on in Mahira Khan's mind उस वक्त कि यार अभी ये फेम भी आ रही है, प्रोजेक्ट्स भी आ रहे हैं, overnight sensation तो नहीं, but you had definitely become a sensation by that time.
Actually, उस वक्त, because I was going through a very bad personal sort of time, it didn't register. Nothing registered. Absolutely nothing was registered.
Mahira, ये जो हम जब स्टार्स को देखते हैं अपनी टीवी स्क्रीन्स के ऊपर या सिनेमा की बड़ी स्क्रीन्स के ऊपर, हम नहीं रियलाइज़ करते कि जिस तरह की स्ट्रगल्स या चैलेंजेस से वो गुजर के सामने आए. जैसे अब आप खुद ही बता रही हैं कि पर्सनल लाइफ में आप एक मुश्किल वक्त से तब भी गुजर रही थी. What kept you going during that time? होता है ना कि इंसान जब बहुत एक मुश्किल वक्त से गुजरा होता है, they give up and they say कि यार.
My child and my work. For me, my work is my ultimate escape. Ultimate. Which is not a good thing, you know, I've realized this year. But it is. It always has been. इसीलिए मुझे ऐसा लगता है कभी कोई अगर मेरी जिंदगी में मेरे काम को कुछ कहेगा ना, थैंक यू वेरी मच. इसने तब मुझे सहारा दिया था जब मेरे पास कोई नहीं था. So it's my work is so personal to me. It's so personal to me. In fact, that's why I get upset also when I read something. I'm so sensitive about it because I'm like, what do you know? You know, but you can't. आप क्या क्या कह सकते हैं और किस किस को कह सकते हैं? हम नहीं कह सकते.
ये इसलिए भी ना, because as you said, growing up, this is what you always wanted to do. बहुत सारे एक्टर्स जो एक्सीडेंटल एक्टर्स वो कहते हैं कि यार कि बस आ गए हम बनना नहीं चाहते थे. आप एक्चुअली बनना चाहती थी ये सब. आप चाहती थी ये सब कि हर कोई माहिरा खान का नाम ले, माहिरा खान हो बिलबोर्ड के ऊपर। और सबसे बड़ा जो आपका ख्वाब, टू वर्क विद शाहरुख खान, मैं वहां जाते हुए ही मुझे एक वो गूजबम टाइप हो रहे हैं, बिकॉज आई नो हाउ मच दैट मीन्स टू यू, और वो कितनी बड़ी आपके लिए एक बात थी। और बाय एक्सटेंशन, यू नो, बिकॉज आई हैव बीन सच एन ऑब्सेसिव शाहरुख खान फैन, टू नो समवन हु इज एक्चुअली, यू नो, वर्कड एज हिज लीड, मेरे लिए भी, यू नो, मैं अक्सर कहता हूँ कि ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। बट वो कैसे हुआ हमारा?
अच्छा, I'll tell you कि वो कैसे हुआ, but before that I want to tell you something. So, you know, I was watching something where you and Amna, or you alone, I can't remember, were talking about how, you know, have you seen all my dramas?
Not all of them.
What have you seen?
Not all of them.
What have you watched?
I've seen Bin Roy. I've seen obviously.
Have you
Hum
seen
Kahan
Bin
Ke
Roy
Sachay
the
Thay. I've
drama?
seen Humsafar. Yeah, I've seen Bin Roy the drama.
Okay, and
I've seen Humsafar.
And
I've seen bits of Sherazad.
no, you have.
I have seen bits of Sherazad. I know you disagree, but I've seen bits of Sherazad.
So now, don't go from Humsafar to Race.
Okay.
Okay, because this is a very important part of my journey. After Humsafar, and this, अब आप देखते होंगे कि जब सक्सेस आपको इतनी ज़्यादा मिलती है तो फिर आपके ऑफर्स भी बदल जाते हैं. Offers in a way that I'm not talking about commercially. I'm talking about scripts and this and that.
जो किरदार आपको
जो आपको किरदार दिए जाते हैं, जो स्टोरीज आपको सुनाई जाती हैं. इनफैक्ट देयर इज अ टाइम आपको सारी स्टोरियां आपको सुनाई जा रही होती हैं, राइट? बिकॉज आप एवरीवन वांट्स कि ये इसमें आ जाए, राइट? So this is something I would like to tell you, because I don't think you know this, that after Humsafar, because it was a lot, I took a break. And I didn't do several plays, which I felt the character was like Khirat. Then I did Shahrazad, which you must watch.
पूरा, I will.
पूरा, क्योंकि not just for me, but because वो एक बहुत खूबसूरत प्ले है और स्क्रिप्ट है. और सरमद ने डायरेक्ट किया था और उमेरा ने लिखा है और उसमें सारे अदाकारों ने बहुत कमाल काम किया था. I took Shahrazad up, which was a hard one to take up. And then the next thing that I took up, and then again, I was not ready to take up another serial. मोमना से बिन रॉय कर लो. मैंने कहा मैं करूँगी अगर आप इसको फिल्म बना देंगे. So the reason why Bin Roy became a film is because we had this tussle, and I said, we need to get into films. Why aren't we doing films? She said, okay, you do the serial, I'll give you the film. We'll make it film serial. I said, okay. So that was the barter. When Bin Roy didn't come out for 2 years, I did सत्के तुम्हारे. वो भी नहीं देखा ना आपने?
देखा है सत्के तुम्हारे. देखा है सत्के तुम्हारे, देखा है मैंने. क्या हो गया?
क्यों आप झूठ?
I'm not lying. मैंने
You're
देखा
lying.
है. I'm not lying. मैंने देखा है.
I know ना, he hasn't watched
मैंने
it.
देखा है पापा. I've seen सत्के तुम्हारे. My mother used to watch सत्के तुम्हारे.
But you haven't watched.
मेरा पूरा कुंबा used to watch सत्के तुम्हारे.
अच्छा खैर. So please do watch सत्के.
I have watched सत्के तुम्हारे, Mahira.
Anyway, so this was so Bin Roy took 3 years or something to make and to come out finally, right? In fact, it came out after I went for Race. Huh? And all this time, imagine, at the peak and the height of my success, there was nothing.
You were doing that chat show.
Then I was like, oh, sheesh, ab main kya karoon? I don't have money. So I was like, okay, let me go do a chat show. Literally, it was that, okay?
That was quite a move, na?
That was a move?
कि भाई के इतनी बड़ी स्टार, हमसफर इतना बड़ा हिट और सब कुछ, और वो आप चैट शो करना.
I'd never do that again though.
है ना?
I can't. You know, you can't. आप क्या सवाल पूछे? आप respect भी करते हैं. You can't. It's hard. So anyway, never say never. But so this was the time where I thought, Hassan, ke I have made some bad moves, and I have, for the sake of, you know, art, or for the sake of doing one character at a time and all of that, what have I done? What have I done? Anyway, in that time, where Bin Roy is not being released, Satke Tumhare was my rebound show. I go to India for Humsafar promotions. अब 4 साल बाद या 3 साल बाद Humsafar India में
जी जिंदगी
हाँ रिलीज हो रहा है. And I had the visa, उन्होंने कहा प्रमोशंस के लिए आ जाए. मैं चली गई. वहाँ जब मैं गई मुझे कॉल आ गई. They had seen me on TV. Actually, Shah Rukh's mother-in-law had seen me in Humsafar. So she had told Shah Rukh, check this girl out. And there were many, 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 many people who auditioned.
How was your first?
And another truth, can I say another truth?
Sure.
Since I want to say a lot of truths today. Another truth is that nobody had, no, I don't know if I should say that now.
Been approached for Race. Nobody else.
No, everybody auditioned for Race. But I asked for the script and got the whole script.
So nobody else, what?
I don't think anybody else asked for the script and did not receive the script. I don't think that every actor does things without reading a script. So if that's what the impression is, that's not true.
So you signed the film knowing fully well.
Oh, I was called back into Bombay when I asked for the script. I was given a A to Z read. I told them what I was comfortable with and what I would not do. They went back in to have a meeting, and my producer came out, Ritesh Sidhwani, and said, "What have you done? My director is ready to take out anything for you and do anything. You are our Asiya." So that was it. The next day, I was taken for a photo shoot where Shah Rukh came to meet me.
What was the first meeting with Shah Rukh Khan like? Do you want to go into that?
No, because I've told it many times.
नहीं मुझे तो नहीं बताया ना on camera.
नहीं मगर नहीं बहुत दफा बताया. I just know that it was, I knew, like, you know, जब आप किसी से मिलते हैं who you've looked up to, and he knows this. I even recently told him this. He knows this very well. He is my hero. खत्म बात. मेरा हीरो शुरू और खत्म शाहरुख खान पे होता है.
आपका हीरो जब आपको देख रहा हो वो भी एक फीलिंग अलग होती है ना.
बट फिर आप एक्टर भी हैं, तो आप कहते हैं stop thinking that you're a 15-year-old girl. You're here because they've seen your work.
तब जो हालात थे unfortunately इंडिया पाकिस्तान के, because of that, do you have any regrets कि कुछ experiences ऐसे शायद हो सकते थे जो कि नहीं हो पाए?
I wish कि मैं अपनी फिल्म की रिलीज वहाँ देख सकती. I wish मैं अपनी फिल्म की रिलीज यहाँ देख सकती. लेकिन other than that, I have no regrets. If I had done another film, I would have regretted that I didn't work with Shah Rukh Khan. Honestly.
And I wish हम आपको promotions करते हुए देख सकते उस फिल्म की. That was such an awful time. जब फिल्म आई, जब आपने जो पढ़ा था स्क्रिप्ट के बारे में, जो आपको बताया गया था, वैसे ही था या कुछ कट्स वट्स कुछ थे, कुछ तब्दीली हुई?
There was a few scenes here and there that were cut, but otherwise it was exactly the same. Exactly the same.
Post race, दुनिया बदल गई. पाकिस्तान इंडिया के हालात तो बदले. मेरे ख्याल में आपकी जिंदगी के हालात भी completely बदल गए. Would you agree with that?
In what way?
As in, of course, the kind of stardom that you experienced post race, it increased many folds. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Because there was a whole lot of new audience that came to know about you.
Oh yes, 100%.
और फिर उन्होंने आपके पिछले काम obviously देखना शुरू किए.
बिल्कुल, you're very right. That is very, very true. That did happen, because look at his popularity also. You know, so when you do a film with Shah Rukh or anywhere, like if you do a franchise film in Hollywood, whatever it may be, आपकी suddenly एकदम से एक और audience बन जाती है. So for sure रईस के साथ ये हुआ था, but रईस से पहले, निकलने से पहले, ban से पहले, I was already doing Varna. So I was busy doing, like I said, my work is such a big escape. मुझे नहीं लगता I would have been able to deal with what all happened with रईस if I wasn't working.
ये जो जर्नी थी आपकी रईस से पहले की, जैसे आपने बताया, हम सफर के बाद, there's a whole lot of projects that people don't talk about, कि वो आपको आ रहे थे, offers आ रही थी, because हर offer आपके पास आती थी. After रईस ये दोबारा साइकिल चला होगा, I suppose, कि हर offer आपके पास आती होगी.
You know something? I think after Race, and once I started doing films, just films, I feel like, and I feel this way even now. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लोगों को लगता है, I don't know why, I'm too big for their project. Or I won't say yes to something which is a bit off or different or indie. Um, and I know because a lot of directors have come up to me and said, would you have done this film of ours? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. Would you have cost us an arm and a leg? I'm like, no. So I think वो एक image बन गया about
खुद
me.
ही इंटिमिडेटेड हैं सारे.
I think so. I'm not sure. मुझे लगता है ऐसा. Maybe I'm wrong.
कि अप्रोच कर भी नहीं रहे, पूछ भी नहीं रहे और पे.
अच्छा, और मेरी भी गलती है क्योंकि मैंने बहुत लोगों को और बहुत दफा ना किए.
काफी बड़ी बड़ी फिल्मों को भी आपने ना किया.
I'm a big no.
वरना, हो मन जहाँ, सुपरस्टार, 7 दिन मोहब्बतें, बहुत सारी फिल्में आपने की. कुछ सक्सेसफुल हुई, कुछ उतनी सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुई. आखिरी सुपरस्टार थी, बिग सक्सेस. फिल्में आप कर रही थी, ड्रामे आप नहीं कर रही थी, लेकिन फिर आपने डिसाइड किया कि अब मैं वापस टेलीविजन पे आऊंगी. एंड यू चोज टू डू दैट विद हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे. व्हाई I'm asking why हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे in particular?
Well, several reasons. So with हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे, what happened was that I've always been indecisive. As a person, I'm indecisive, you know. Once I take the decision, then everything's fine. But with हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे, what happened was, I think Nina had offered this to me 6-7 months ago, before we started, you know, or maybe a year ago, I don't know. And I was like, nahi, ye maine nahi karna, you know, because I felt cousin marriage, this, that I've done, you know, I just didn't, maine padha bhi nahi tha us waqt. So the one-liner she gave me, I was like, no. I was going to do another drama. That drama required me to be out of Karachi.
अच्छा.
And हुआ ये कि my nani had moved in with us. There were several reasons why I didn't want to leave Karachi. I just did not want to leave. So I thought, oh my God, मुझे यहाँ जाना पड़ेगा, मुझे ये करना पड़ेगा. Even though it was a beautiful script, several things happened. And then I think I was just feeling like, क्या करूँ? मैंने कहा लाओ मुझे script दो, मैं पढ़ती हूँ. Because Nina used to keep updating me कि so and so was meant to do it, फिर वो चली गई, फिर कुछ. Many actresses were meant to, I think, do Mashal and Mahira's role.
अच्छा.
No. So when I read the first 10 episodes, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. You know, because Mehreen ka kya swag tha, you know. She's a lonely and alone woman, but she's a fighter, you know. She used to reply back to the Mumani. She would, you know, नानी की स्त्री भी कर रही है मगर वापस जवाब भी दे रही है. She had a lot of self-respect. I loved that. And so I called her, I said, look, I've read the first 10 episodes. They're fantastic, you know. And I also loved Mashal, you know. I was like, I want to do Mashal. She's like, are you crazy? I said, who wants to do Mashal when I'm offering you Mehreen, you know. I said, because it was such a character, na, Mashal ka also. You know, there was so much you could do with, right? And then that's it. One day I just got up and I said, you know what, I'll do it. मैंने कहा कराची में, उसने कहा हाँ कराची में. मैंने कहा अच्छा ठीक है.
बाकी की 10 किस्तें पढ़ी नहीं थी आपने?
मैंने फिर सारी किस्तें पढ़ी.
बहुत सारे व्यूअर्स हैं जो हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे देख रहे हैं, वो ये कहते हैं कि रिग्रेसिव ड्रामा है, और हम माहिरा खान से एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहे थे इतने साल काम करने के बाद. एंड ऑफ कोर्स यू आर एन इंस्पिरेशन एंड यू हैव स्पोकन सो वोकली अबाउट द पोर्ट्रियल ऑफ फीमेल कैरेक्टर्स ऑन टेलीविजन. हम माहिरा से एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करते थे कि वो इस तरह के रिग्रेसिव प्लॉट का हिस्सा बनेंगी या ऐसा रिग्रेसिव कैरेक्टर प्ले करेंगी.
So what's regressive about it?
द फैक्ट कि वही एक दुखियारी लड़की, उसके ऊपर जुल्म हो रहा है, हर बंदा उसी के ऊपर, स्पेशली उसका जो हस्बैंड है वो उससे शादी इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट प्रीटेक्स्ट पे करता है कि मैंने इसके ऊपर जुल्म करना है और इसको बदला देना है, बदला लेना है इससे उस जुर्म का जो उसने किया ही नहीं.
बिल्कुल. Now the thing is कि obviously इस महीने I've not been able to follow a lot, but obviously I get so much feedback and so quickly. And I understand this because even while I was reading it, I remember feeling like, oh, I'm going to kill Aswad, right? And oh, why doesn't Mehreen just get up and do something about it, right? But dekhiye, to show that abuse exists, to show that emotional abuse and trauma like this exists, you have to portray it. You have to portray it. Where it will go, you will see.
मैं आपसे एक सवाल, सॉरी शायद इंटरप्ट कर रहा हूँ, बट माहिरा, I completely agree and understand that it's important to show abuse because it's so prevalent in our society. But हमारे केस में 100 में से 99 ड्रामे तो वो वैसे ही कर रहे हैं. तो जब माहिरा खान कोई ड्रामा करती हैं तो जनरली फैंस की, ऑडियंस की एक एक्सपेक्टेशन होती है कि इस ड्रामे में हम अब्यूज
ठीक है
देखेंगे नहीं, बट हम शायद ये देखें, हम एक इंस्पिरेशनल फीमेल किरदार को देखें, जैसे कि माहिरा की अपनी जिंदगी की एक जर्नी रही है, जिससे कुछ जो लड़कियां जो देख रही हैं घरों में बैठी, जो इस तरह के सिचुएशन या सर्कमस्टांसेस को डील कर रही हैं, वो कुछ हौसला हासिल करें.
मगर वो करेंगी. दुनिया की सबसे मजबूत और हिम्मत वाली औरतें, इंक्लूडिंग माई सेल्फ, एंड आई थिंक आई एम अ स्ट्रॉन्ग पर्सन, बट मैं भी in my own life, in my own personal life, I have been in a position where मेरे मुंह से एक लफ्ज नहीं निकल पाया. That's the truth. That's my truth. But beyond that, forget Mahira Khan's truth or so and so. This is Mehreen Mansoor's truth. Also, I am the same. जैसे आप कह रहे हैं, Mahira Khan coming back, all of that. I am the same person who leaves the biggest films and does a Varna. I'm the same person who, when I produced a film, I did Ek Hai Nigar, which I'd like to talk to you about. But I have a big problem, and I'm ready to accept that in many places there is a regressive nature to what is happening in Humka's Ke Sachay Thay. But was it like that from the start?
It wasn't.
It wasn't. Was she this person from the start?
She wasn't.
No, she wasn't. She was sitting with her cousin one night. She woke up in the day and she's gone. She was killed. Next thing you know, she's in the jail. She's in jail and nobody has come to get her. She's traumatized. Just wait and see what happens and what she does.
मुझे तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि दो किस्तें रहेगी माहिरा.
देखिए, मैं आपको एक चीज बताऊं. ये स्टोरी जो है ना, ये लव स्टोरी नहीं है. और आप ये देखिएगा, आप देखेंगे आगे, ये स्टोरी जो है एक बहुत टॉक्सिक फैमिली की स्टोरी है, जो कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है, मैंने बहुत देखी हैं ऐसी फैमिलीज. और मेरे लिए मैं कह नहीं सकती, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं पता कि कब कौन सी चीज़ लोगों को अच्छी लगे और ना पसंदीदा लगे. लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बाय द एंड ऑफ द सेकेंड लास्ट एपिसोड, आप लोग सोचेंगे, लोग कहेंगे कि हाँ, हम बच्चों को क्यों कंपेयर करते हैं, हम क्यों एक पोती और नवासी को कंपेयर करते हैं, हम क्यों किसी का दिल खराब करते हैं. अल्लाह मियाँ ने हम सबको एक ही इक्वल पैदा किया ना, और उसी ने बनाया. फिर हम कौन होते हैं उनके दिलों में और दिमागों में गंद पैदा करने के लिए. दैट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे. Another point of हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे is nobody is speaking the truth at the moment. So that is but I do agree. Trust me, there is nobody who takes criticism as seriously as I do. I swear. I agree with you guys. There should have been trigger warning. In fact, I told Nina, if this time you don't just put trigger warning, you put helplines, suicide helplines. That's the way I would do it. I would like to do it. But yes, there are things. Would I have liked to play Nigar all the time? I would. But मेरी एक I think, I don't know अगर शिकायत है या क्या है, but you know, जब मुझ पे बात आती है तो सब ऐसे पीछे पड़ते हैं जैसे I don't know, you know.
ये क्यों है मायरा? मैं आपसे ये जब मैं आपकी तारीफ करता हूँ कि माहिरा ने बहुत अच्छी अदाकारी की, मुझ पे ये इल्जाम आता है कि फेवरेटिज्म है, आप बायस्ड हैं माहिरा के.
जी, मगर मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि आप जर्नलिस्ट जो हैं वो apologetic होके मेरी तारीफ क्यों करते हैं?
मैं तो नहीं करता
आप लोग सब
apologetic,
करते हैं।
मैं नहीं करता, at least मैं I can speak for myself.
I'm telling you, because I want to. I think sometimes, most times, I'm quiet because I believe there's a lot more that you can say when you're being quiet. But there are times like today where I feel I would like to say this. जब भी मैं कभी कोई अच्छी चीज सुनती हूँ अपने बारे में, why is there an apology attached to it? आप लोग कहेंगे कि I'm biased, but she did a very good job. I'll tell you why. And this is something which I find so sad. And I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. Because I've worked really hard. I work on my characters really hard. So I just feel that I have to constantly prove myself. You know, I don't know what to do next. I don't know. I'm playing a blind girl in Neelofar. I think tomorrow I'll have to, I don't know what, play a monkey. I don't know what I have to do. But so now I've come to the thing, ठीक है भाई, ठीक है.
नहीं, मैं आपकी इस बात से बिल्कुल अग्री करता हूँ कि ये है, एंड दिस इज व्हाई आई वांट टू गो बैक टू आवर अर्लियर कॉन्वर्सेशन जो हम बात कर रहे थे. मुझे लगता है लोगों को लगता है ये बहुत आसान होता है, ये पॉपुलैरिटी इस लेवल की अचीव कर लेना, या इस जो मुकाम आपने अचीव कर लिया कि शायद आपके लिए बहुत आसान था, ये हो गया. सो मुझे नहीं, मैं इसके ऊपर बहुत बार बात कर भी चुका हूँ, हमारे शोज में भी बात कर चुका हूँ कि मुझे नहीं पता शायद दूसरे मुल्कों में ऐसा होता है या नहीं होता, बट हमारे यहाँ पाकिस्तान में ये बहुत होता है कि कोई अगर ऊपर जा रहा है तो उसको खींच के नीचे लेके आओ. खुद ऊपर जाओ नहीं जाओ, दैट डजंट मैटर भाई, इसको ऊपर नहीं जाने देना. एंड आपके साथ ये बहुत होता है, बिकॉज इनिशियली हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे कि जब हमने रिव्यू करने शुरू किए, मैं जेन्युइनली, मुझे आपकी परफॉर्मेंस बहुत अच्छी लग रही थी, अब तक लग रही है. आखिरी एपिसोड में जो आपका सीन था उमैर राना के साथ, और वो पूरा हेलुसिनेशन व्हेन महरीन सी, इट वाज आउटस्टैंडिंग. और मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि कोई, और मैं ये एक बार अपने एक रिव्यू में कह भी चुका हूँ कि अगर आपको अदाकारी की इतनी सी भी समझ है कि वो होती क्या है, तो आप ये बात कैसे नहीं मान सकते कि माहिरा खान ने महरीन का किरदार इतने ब्रिलियंटली किया.
Can I also say something?
हाँ.
I think I think I'm a very easy target. Maybe because people think that this has been very easy for me.
Because you're silent.
I'm also silent all the time. I think I don't blow my own horn. Maybe I should. But I'm silent, you're right. But beyond that, Hassan, I also feel that not a lot of people know me. I'm not friends with journalists. I actually don't understand that. Like, you know, when people are friends with journalists, I don't understand that. Not because I can't be friends with you, but because I'm an actor and you review my work. How can we be friends? Right? If me, Amna, and you were, or anybody, you know, all the journalists, then imagine they would be thinking twice before saying whatever they wanted about me. So there is, maybe I'm old school that way.
And yet people think that you and us and like, you know, पता नहीं कौन सा कोई nexus है कि ये माहिरा खान का bias है.
बिल्कुल. And I'm not friends with most people in the industry. I'm cordial. So when I see these interviews and I see actors saying, you know, the first question, Mahira Khan ko kya कहना चाहेंगे? I think उनको जरा अपनी acting, literally there are times where I'm like, what have you done? And how sad of you to say this, because all I have done and tried to do is appreciate people. And even when at times I know what is happening, and I've still given them credibility from my mouth. So I've come to a point, and maybe it's the phase that I'm in, but I just feel like, you know, one day I'll go, I'll die, and then everything will be fine. Then I'll be, I don't know.
Tributes
will be pouring. My films will be remembered. My acting will be remembered. The little things I did for a character will be remembered. Or how I was with my co-actors, or my fans, or the people around me will be remembered. But then it's so too late, you know.
Too little, too late. मुझे ये बताएं, और ये बात हमेशा मैं आपसे जब भी हमारी बात होती है मैं कहता हूँ कि जैसे अभी महरीन का किरदार आप प्ले कर रही हैं या आपने निगार प्ले किया, there is so much you've given to these characters of your own self.
Yes.
और हम महरीन देख रहे थे और जो
Especially निगार.
महरीन हम देख रहे थे और जिन हालात से वो किरदार गुजर रहा था, ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट हमने निगार को देखा और निगार आपने जो प्ले किया और आखिरी जो सीन का जो स्क्रीनशॉट मैंने शेयर भी किया था आपके साथ, आई वाज लाइक दिस इज नो माहिरा खान, जो ये लोग कहते हैं कि यार कि सुपरस्टार, दिस इज अनअडल्ट्रेटेड, uninhibited, pure, raw talent है.
I don't know about that, but I don't think that I will. I hope that I can get a script where I can. मैं अपने आप को बस उसमें.
I thought Nigar was like that.
Nigar is that. Nigar was that.
Even Mehreen to an extent is like that. जितना अभी आखिरी जो scene था.
But no. अच्छा, for you maybe, right? But for me, oh, Nigar was. एक तो I'm close to now General Nigar, right? Because I would sit with her and talk to her and I have all these voice notes of her. मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि मैं हर रोज सुबह उठती थी और मैं कहती थी अल्लाह मियाँ बस मैं इनका नाम मुझसे खराब ना हो, मैं इनकी इज्जत रख लूँ, मैं कहीं ना कहीं इनका. You don't know how I have done Nigar. There is nobody.
Tell me.
Oh my God, there is nobody who knows it better than me, and I used to be very proud about it, that I know the script better than anybody. Bilal आता था, मैं उसको कहती थी, no, not this, Johar does this and this and that. Even forget that, AMC की जो लड़कियां थी, मतलब I was completely on it. The beret, the salute, even when the entire army staff watched it, everyone was like, ये इन्होंने salute कैसे सीख लिया ऐसा? और आप
It was very good, yeah.
और आप बिलीव नहीं करेंगे, जब मैं जाती भी थी तो कोई जब सलूट करता था मैं कहती थी ये हाथ ऐसा होता है, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. So I'd become one of, the nerd in me had kicked in. But these are all technical aspects of it. For those 20 days, I lived and breathed as General Nigar Johar. I didn't use glycerine. I used to cry. My heart used to cry. And when I stood there and I used to say, when I would talk to जब उनका कोई scene आता था जहाँ वो, I had become a general. I swear, even on set, ask her. I had become a general. There are the most funniest videos of me, the way I was walking also. मेरी चाल बदल गई थी. मेरे बात करने का अंदाज बदल गया था. I'm still softer, right? She's also very soft spoken. But like, I had become a bit tougher.
मैं एक और बात रियलाइज करूं, आपकी आईब्रो इनवॉलंटरी मूव करती है, जो मैंने रिव्यू में भी कहा था.
I'm going to get Botox done. That's it. I have decided. All these lines and then.
Eyebrows also, it just moves. वो आप voluntarily नहीं करती हैं. मैंने कहा ना एक scene में was just moving too much. And then I realized maybe she can't control it.
No, but look at Nigar.
There was none.
Not even one. Like I completely controlled it. I used to tell my director, hey, मेरी ऊपर नीचे अगर जाए ना तो so yeah.
मुझे लेकिन एक सवाल का जवाब आप ये दें. Are you even the same person after having played Nigar and Mehreen? जितना मैं इसलिए ये सवाल पूछता हूँ आपसे कि जितना टोल ये कैरेक्टर्स लेते होंगे एक परफॉर्मर के ऊपर या इन्होंने आपके ऊपर लिया होगा, बड़ा मुश्किल होगा उस जोन से वापस बाहर आना.
I'm not the same person after playing Nigar. No way. Mehreen also. I mean, दादा ने मुझसे क्या नहीं करवाया, दादा और मेरी एक्टर और डायरेक्टर की रिलेशनशिप ऐसी हो गई थी कि वो कहते थे ये कर दो, कर दिया, ये कर लो, वो. I totally trusted him.
कैसे कर दिया माहिरा? आपका जेल में जो सीन था वो आपकी आवाज क्रैक कर रही है और आप चीख रही हैं और दीवार को देख के. पिछली किस्त में अभी जो सीन आया है where you see Mehreen sees her father hallucinate करते हुए, मशल उसको जो बता रही होती है यूं कर लो, वो पीने लगती है तेजाब और वो एकदम नहीं पीती, फिर असवद को जब देख के रिएक्ट करती है.
But that also, I know, but it's also about, I mean, Umaira had written those scenes like that. Dada is a fantastic director. और फिर आपका environment, आप मेरे co-actors तो देखें, चाहे वो उस्मान हो या कुबरा हो या उमैर राना, so comfortable. You're so comfortable that you don't, then you lose all your inhibitions. And then there are times like, have you seen Prince Charming?
I have.
Where Sherry
Yes.
takes you right to your
Yeah.
edge. So yeah, this year acting wise and emotions wise has been tough, I feel.
I mean, आपके fans के लिए it has been tough to to watch you in these kinds of characters जहाँ पे इतना सब कुछ हो रहा है. यही मैं कह रहा हूँ ना कि हमारी ख्वाहिश होती है माहिरा कि हम अपने फेवरेट अदाकारों को ऐसे रोल्स में भी देखें जहाँ पे वो खाली प्योर एंटरटेनमेंट या खुशी
वो तो आप देखेंगे. Quaid-e-Azam Zindabad, Neelofar. I just wrapped Neelofar, by the way. अभी मैं गई थी 2 दिन के लिए, तो वो करके आई हूँ मैं. और इनफैक्ट एक लास्ट सीन है, यू नो, लास्ट सीन नहीं बट एक सीन है जहाँ आई रिमेम्बर आई वाज लाइक, would you like my eyes to be glazed? And वो, so I was like, no. I was asking my director, no. So Neelofar, you guys I think will enjoy a lot. And
मौला जट का भी बहुत इंतजार कर रहे हैं हम. कुछ अच्छा नहीं, आईब्रोज आ गई.
बिलाल लशारी को शर्म नहीं आती. I swear, he has promised me. In fact, can I send you a screenshot of his signature?
Sure.
No, that's going to go viral.
हम ऐड करेंगे.
Okay, fine. He has the guts. Imagine, I said to him, when is it going to come, Bilal? He's like, when are you going to dub for me? I've dubbed already. I said, okay, I'll come back, dub another time for you. Because we were joking around. I said, okay, if I dub, will you release? No, he said, if you dub, I will release the film. I said, okay, sign on this. He took a screenshot, signed, and sent it back to me. So I have a signature of Bilal Lashari. And I told him I'll put it out. So yeah.
But we're hoping and expecting that inshallah 2022 में हमें देखने को मिल जाए.
Inshallah, I hope so. I think Neelofar तो I think will come out. मौला जट का किसी को नहीं पता.
और Quaid-e-Azam Zindabad of course अभी दिसंबर में आने वाली है कुछ ही हफ्तों के बाद.
And I've watched it.
Oh, you have? First impressions?
Excellent. Honestly, I've never said this about her, but I was like, wow.
But at least
मतलब Fahad Mustafa in that is amazing.
And this, I hope, will be a thorough entertainer. No Rona Dona.
There is. I wish. I swear, this is what you call a thorough. You know.
पैसा वसूल entertainer.
Yeah.
हम जो मंजिलों की बात कर रहे थे आगे चलते हुए, आप प्रोडक्शन की तरफ भी आई. 12वां खिलाड़ी आपने प्रोड्यूस की. What happened? What came of it?
Well, 12वां खिलाड़ी, I was the creative producer on it. I wasn't the executive producer on it. Nigar, I was the. 12वां खिलाड़ी, Tapman is still waiting for a good release date. मैं क्या, you know, एक sports से related है. It looks very good.
But it's complete.
It's complete. All the boys are amazing in it. There are 12 new boys, and it's really, really good. But waiting for the right time. It's not up to me, you know. It's up to them. So. Yeah.
तो आगे आने वाली मंजिलों में अब प्रोडक्शन है, डायरेक्टर माहिरा खान perhaps या एक्टिंग.
I'd love to direct, but I don't think I can. I mean, I think I can, but I think I don't know. Producer तो मैं बहुत ही कोई, by the way, जो मैंने देखा है ना, और अब मुझे I have a newfound respect for producers, honestly. The kind of stuff that goes behind the scenes for a producer is next level. Or maybe it's a female producer, I don't know. But it's tough. It's very, very, very tough. Going forward, Hassan, you know what okay, so these are the things that I've been thinking about. I am not going to say yes to anything for anybody else or for any other reason but the fact that I'm dying to do it. जब मैंने निगार किया ना, I realized what it feels like to do something which you're dying to do. You know, मैं आधा हाँ और आधा ना, मैं अब कुछ नहीं करूँगी.
So we can be certain कि अब जब हम आपको किसी भी चीज में देखेंगे, वो complete endorsement है माहिरा खान की 100%.
Absolutely.
But in hindsight फिर मुझे ये बताएं, हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे के लिए? Were you not fully convinced? You can be honest. That's fine.
Convinced about what?
Taking on Mehreen.
No.
Because मैं सवाल आपसे इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ माहिरा, सॉरी दोबारा आपकी बात काट रहा हूँ, क्योंकि ये नॉवल था और नॉवल की कहानी बहुत लोगों ने पढ़ी हुई है और जितनी कहानी अभी तक अनफोल्ड हुई है, हर कोई यही कह रहा है कि बहुत मुख्तलिफ है नॉवल से. Did you have something to do with that?
No.
Okay. पीछे से शहर की एक स्मग सी पहुंची है हमारे तक.
नहीं, I didn't. No, I really didn't. I swear. देखिए,
बिकॉज नॉवल के बारे में भी यही लोग कहते हैं कि बड़ा.
मैं आपको एक चीज बताती हूँ. मैं एक एक्टर हूँ.
आप कोई आम अदाकार नहीं है, आप माहिरा खान हैं. आप जब राहुल ढोलकिया को ये कहती हैं कि ये सीन निकाल दो, तो वो सीन निकाल देता है जो फिल्म शाहरुख खान प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं. The biggest star in the world.
I know, in hindsight, I should not have removed that scene with Shahrukh, you know. I really regret it. I do.
But अभी हम के सच्चे थे की बात हो रही है. So ये तो ना कहें कि आप सिर्फ एक अदाकार हैं जिनका क्रिएटिव कंट्रोल बिल्कुल भी नहीं है.
नहीं, ये मैं नहीं कह रही. मैं कह रही हूँ कि as an actor, देखिए, you want to see me in a thorough entertainer, you will get to see me in Quaid-e-Azam Zindabad. You want to see me dancing, you're right. I actually feel very good about the fact that I'm an entertainer, that I can do a Mehreen Mansoor and you will dance on, More Saiyan or Noori.
Yeah.
I love it. I think not a lot of people have the opportunity, or I don't know what it is, but I can say that I can do that, you know. So you'll enjoy Quaid-e-Azam Zindabad and Lutare. You can't imagine what that song is. And you'll enjoy Neelofar, which, by the way, sweet, lovely, romantic. But I'm playing blind, which wasn't easy, you know. But on the other hand, I wanted to do a Hum Kahan Ke Sacche The because I wanted to be able to do this character.
And as an actor, challenge yourself. Yeah.
And it's not about being too challenging. Nigar was challenging, by the way. It's about, can I do that again? Can I go back to that again? क्योंकि अगर आज मैंने हमसफर किया होता तो उसकी nuances ही कुछ और होती, वो innocence शायद नहीं होती, लेकिन उसका कुछ और होता एक, you know. So हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे में, it gave me as an actor a lot to play with.
Perhaps bad timing then कि हम कहाँ के सच्चे, वो फौरन आपके फिल्मों के बाद पहला ड्रामा आया, उसमें इस किरदार में हमने आपको देखा. कायद-ए-आज़म जिंदाबाद आ जानी चाहिए थी अब तक, पिछले साल आई सपोज नहीं आ पाई.
I think
नीलोफर नहीं आ पाई, मौला जट नहीं आ पाई.
I think you're judging हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे based on the last few episodes.
Well, they were part of that drama, right?
They are absolutely part of that drama, but this is life for Mehreen Mansoor. She's completely crumbled under what has happened to her. What has happened to her. And eventually you will see there will be a resolve. Maybe not what you want, maybe not what I would have done.
You see, अब ये मेरी एक ख्वाहिश आखिरी हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे से ये रह गई है कि इन दोनों की हैप्पी एंडिंग ना हो जाए. Because असवद in no way deserves महरीन. इतना एक टॉक्सिक इंसान जो इतना अब्यूज करता रहा है एक औरत को, एक लड़की को, there's no way that she can have a happy ending with him. और ये मैं अपने आखिरी रिव्यू में कह चुका हूँ. मेरी आपसे मतलब फारूक रिंद साहब से और उमेरा अहमद साहब से और मोमिना दुरैद साहबा से तो ये इल्तिजा है ही, लेकिन अगर ऐसा ना हुआ तो आप और उस्मान मुख्तार साहब और कुबरा खान साहबा, उनसे भी मैं ये शिकवा और गिला करूंगा. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था. आपको मुझे लग रहा है कि शायद ऐसा होने जा रहा है.
अल्लाह, ये खुद, बाय द वे, ये एक मोनोलॉग चल रहा है जो ये खुद से बातें किए जा रहे हैं. That's very cute, actually.
But obviously, I wouldn't want you to give away anything about the drama. What can the viewers of Hum Kahan Ke Sacche The expect out of the last remaining, like, I suppose 2-3 किस्तें रह गई हैं?
I think one of the reasons that I did this drama, when will this go on air?
In a day.
Okay, so this I'm telling you. I'm sure you've seen in the promos or the OST कि मशल और मेहरीन
हग करते हैं. मैं तो वेट कर रहा हूँ कि वो कब आएगा.
And you see them together,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
मेरे लिए दो चीजें बहुत मेरे लिए इम्पोर्टेंट थी, और ये एक जो सीन है ना जो इन दोनों के बीच में, I think it is a beautiful scene. It's a beautiful scene. मुझे मुझे प्रॉब्लम ड्रामों से ये होती है अक्सर और बेशतर कि आप दो औरतों को लड़ता हुआ देखते हैं। इस ड्रामे में हमने देखा दो औरतों को लड़ते हुए, मगर जब वो दोनों आमने सामने बैठेंगी तो वो दोनों एक दूसरे को क्या कहेंगी, वो टू मी दैट वाज समथिंग एल्स। बिकॉज हम ये नहीं दिखाते कि दो लोग आपस में बैठे हैं और कहें कि तुमने ये मेरे साथ क्यों किया।
बिल्कुल सही।
So, and I don't want to give away more.
That's all right.
But that to me is the crux of हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे.
ठीक है.
It is not Aswad and Mehreen. And no, this is not to say that Aswad is not a very important character. And Usman has done an amazing job.
Fantastic, yeah.
Fantastic job. But it's about Mashal and Mehreen.
ये आपने पहले भी बोला है कि it's actually the drama is essentially about Mashal and Mehreen. मुझे ऐसा लगता है शायद बीच की कुछ किस्तों में शायद ड्रैग हुआ है या क्या हुआ है, थोड़ा सा उसका इम्पैक्ट बदल गया है। वो वाला इम्पैक्ट शुरू में था मेरीन और मशल वाला, बट पिछली चंद किस्तों से वो इट्स बिकम मोर अबाउट असवद एंड मेरीन।
Yes, it has, because Aswad, again, you'll see he has to come to a point where, look, there are many things that I don't agree with. There are many things that it's like me telling Shoaib Saab, why did she go back to the rapist? Right? And he's like, this is the story. This is my story. But I wanted to be part of that story. I knew, he told me then, and aaj tak, no matter what happened to the film, people repeat those dialogues from Varna. They still repeat those dialogues.
True.
Similarly, I'm just saying that unfortunately or fortunately, whatever you want to say, there are some bits in the story that I don't agree with.
ठीक है.
There are, you know.
For example, किस एस्पेक्ट से आप हम कहा के सच्चे थे कि आपको लगता है कि ये नहीं होना चाहिए था?
I don't think that it was necessary to show the level of where Aswad is going with this, you know.
हालांकि नॉवेल में apparently इससे भी ज़्यादा है.
Aswad is, Aswad is an exposed human being, बाहर का पढ़ा लिखा आदमी, you know. So मेरीन का मुझे नहीं था कि मेरीन क्रम्बल कर गई है.
मुझे मेहरीन से इख्तलाफ नहीं है, मैं इसलिए आपसे वो सवाल पूछ नहीं रहा, बिकॉज इट्स एक्चुअली ये उमेरा अहमद से पूछने वाला सवाल है या उस्मान मुख्तार से पूछने वाला सवाल है. मुझे जितने हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे कि प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वो असवद के किरदार से हैं. मुझे लगता है कि देयर इज अ फ्लॉ इन राइटिंग व्हेन इट कम्स टू असवद. बहुत सारे मामलात में आपने उसको दिखाया. वो पहले अंगूठी लेके आता है मशल के लिए, फिर कहता है मुझे नहीं करनी थी मंगनी. वो मशल की और उसकी माँ की कॉन्वर्सेशन भी सुन लेता है अपनी माँ के खिलाफ. इस एपिसोड में वो मान भी गया है कि उसको थेरेपिस्ट को वो कहता है मुझे किसी और से शादी करनी थी, मेहरीन को किसी और से शादी करनी थी. वो मेहरीन से शादी नहीं करना चाहता, फिर कर भी लेता है. ये भी इंडिकेशन है कि वो मेहरीन से भी मोहब्बत करता है. उसने मेहरीन की कभी कोई बात नहीं सुनी, मशल की बात पे एतबार करके मेहरीन को झूठा मान लिया, शब्बों की बात पे एतबार करके मेहरीन को सच्चा मान लिया. ही इज जस्ट नेवर स्पोकन with Mehreen. He's never trusted Mehreen. So for Mehreen to say that I love this man, मैं आपसे प्यार करती हूँ, that to me is problematic, man. You see, that's where I think the problem lies. And then now for them to have a happy ending or to end up together, I'm sorry, it doesn't go down well with me.
I agree with you on that it doesn't go down well with you.
It doesn't go down well with you as well, I suppose.
Well, it doesn't go down well with a lot of people because, and yes, it wouldn't go down well with me either because, again, if you ask me, if someone had done that to me, can I imagine myself telling him, I love you? No. But someone very close to me said to me recently that I've been there. I've been in a place where I have been treated like dirt. And I've turned around and I've said, I love you. So this is the state that Mehreen is in right now. And yes, as what I'd like for Mehreen to do is say thank you very much. I'm done. I'd like to see Mehreen do that. Does she do that? It's not my story. But there are many things that you will see in the coming episodes and even in the initial episodes which are very good. Even in the last episode when Nadia character is talking to Usman's character.
Hmm.
You know, these are the times that I do wish I had PR कि मैं वो clip circulate करवा देती. I swear.
नहीं, जितने लोग हम कहाँ के सच्चे थे देख रहे हैं, I suppose आपको करने की, but मायरा इतनी सारी बातें करने के लिए, एंड मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि मैं इसको रैप अप करूँ, इस कॉन्वर्सेशन को भी. ये जो हम बात कर रहे हैं सारी, और जैसे कि मैंने आपसे शुरू में भी पूछा, इज दैट नाउ अ डिसाइडिंग फैक्टर फॉर यू कि मैं इस तरह का, इट्स ओके, आई अंडरस्टैंड कि एक अदाकार डिफरेंट तरह के कैरेक्टर्स को लेके एक्सपेरिमेंट करना चाहता है, अपना क्राफ्ट इन्हांस करना चाहता है, बट क्या अब आपको लगता है कि आप उस स्टेज पे पहुंच गए कि अब आपको ये सोचना पड़ता है कि नहीं, क्योंकि मैं माहिरा खान हूँ, मेरे ऊपर एक एडेड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, मैं कोई भी किरदार नहीं कर सकती?
I'd like to play a villain. I'd like to play a villain, but I don't want that villain or a flawed character to be the hero of the story.
To be glorified.
Ji. I do not think Aswad is the hero of the story.
बिल्कुल सही है.
Just because he is a male actor doesn't mean he is the hero of the story.
And he's not even glorified.
He's
I agree
not
with
being
that.
glorified. From his mother to everybody is saying what you're doing is wrong. So जब आप ये लिखते हैं कि आप glorify कर रही हैं कुछ, तो ये आप गलत लिख रहे हैं. In my books.
हाँ, at least हमने कभी ये नहीं कहा
कि as in whatever I read, the tweets and all of that, I'm like, what were you writing? Wait for it. You're taking one clip, using that one clip.
True.
With a Humsafar clip or a Humsafar.
And आपके एक इंटरव्यू के साथ भी ये हो रहा है अभी आजकल. आपका एक पुराना कोई इंटरव्यू है जिसके ऊपर ये बात हो रही है, और आप कह रही हैं कि I wouldn't want to play characters जो regressive हो, या जहाँ पे आप एक toxic character को as a hero present करें. Obviously, Aswad is not being shown as a hero, and he's not being glorified.
Right.
So
it's very easy to take a picture from Humsafar and a picture from Hum Kahan Ke Sachay Thay and put it together and say, from Mummy aap kya keh rahi hain to no.
To Aswad aap kya kar rahe hain?
Yeah. No, that's not true. That is not true. For its time, Khirad was a very, very strong character.
And may I interject?
Yeah.
मम्मी आप क्या कह रही हैं कि बीच में 12 साल हैं, 10 साल हैं, जिनमें कोई दर्जन प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, कैरेक्टर्स हैं, रोल्स हैं, माइलस्टोन्स हैं, अचीवमेंट्स हैं.
Exactly.
It's not that easy कि आप, and it's very unfair कि आप किसी एक्टर को इस तरह से demean, I'd say, करें.
And it's okay, because I saw that tweet and it had 400 retweets, and I was like, great.
Again, it's easier to pull down.
It's easier to also get that sort of, but then my request, or maybe it shouldn't be, but is that when there are good things, maybe you should talk about those as well. So Hassan, what's happened is, and I think I might be coming off as someone who doesn't really talk like this all the time, because I don't. Because usually I don't. I'm so होता है, होने दो, बोल रहे हैं, बोलने दो. अल्लाह मियाँ ने मुझे इतनी इज्जत दी है कि मुझे कुछ कहना भी नहीं चाहिए. But I've realized that maybe I should say something. Maybe sometimes you want to put the record straight. Whether it's about what I told you about Nigar, that it wasn't easy, that we made sure in every single scene, every single place, we were very clear about the messaging we wanted to give. And I heard where you guys said that she was a bichari. You thought General Nigar was a bichari? Not at all. You have to meet her. Maybe I played her badly,
When did we say she was a bichari?
Or someone did, I don't know.
We never said she was a bichari. She never was.
She never was. She still isn't. What a woman. So I'm just saying, generally, I think throughout these years, I think it's very easy to take me specifically and put me in this bracket, Whether it's because I stay silent, or whether it is because they can see on my face that, I don't know, that feels easy to them.
Easy target.
Yeah. Or I think the other thing is that they don't understand how I've done this my own way. So when it doesn't make sense to someone, then you pick on them, when it doesn't make sense. Or I'm not friends with them. I don't know. It's something.
But I think the great thing is that, for each person who picks on you, there are like 100,000 people who are absolutely mad about you.
Yeah.
और जो प्यार, जो इज्जत जैसे आप बता रही हैं, अल्लाह मियाँ ने आपको दी है, बहुत कम लोगों के नसीब में आती है. There's so much more to talk about.
My fans are
very hardcore. मेरे से नाराज हैं काफी आजकल, but I hope इस interview के बाद थोड़ा there's so much.
You know, but that's what a fan is, no? Like, you know how we are fans?
Like we are, yes.
But that is a real fan. You know what a fan is? I realized this recently, that when you're in pain, they feel the pain. You know, they feel it, you know. They pray for you. Those are real fans, and I feel I have them. And they fight all my battles. They also pick on me, huh? By the way, when they start criticizing, and that's why I take the criticism of Hum Kahan Ke Sachay Thay, because
they have criticized it.
Yes, and when my fans tell me you've done great, you know, when I get Oscar is yours, I know I've done a good job.
Your fans are truly not biased.
Oh, no.
They're not. They're sane.
By the way, I have to tell you, mashallah, and they're super intelligent also.
Yeah.
I'll get big paragraphs of, you know, and then this, and the director this. I'm like, yaar, and then, of course, there are the crazy ones, of course, you know, who are just love. But all these fans, all these 10 years have been, मुझे भी मेरी नानी याद दिला देते हैं कभी-कभी. So yeah, they're amazing. And you guys have been good to me, obviously. All of you have.
You're an inspiration to so many young girls out there, Mahira, because हमारे मुल्क में, हमारी सोसाइटी में ख़वातीन की जो हम शुरू में भी बात कर रहे थे, उनके लिए एक मर्द के लिए एक चीज़ अचीव करना is probably 100 times easier compared to a woman. But here you are, you're a global icon. Mashallah, internationally, you're one of our most popular actors. हमारा एक asset है पूरे मुल्क का. ये जो आपके कंधों पे जिम्मेदारी है, and I know कि you know आप इसको बहुत seriously इसलिए भी लेती हैं क्योंकि बहुत सारे ऐसे social causes हैं जिनके साथ आप जुड़ी हुई हैं, चाहे वो UN refugees हों या ब्रेस्ट कैंसर की अवेयरनेस की कैंपेन्स हों या यू नो शौकत खानम हो, आप बहुत सोच समझ के इन चीज़ों का हिस्सा बनती हैं. That's your way of giving back to the country and the society.
Yeah, but I think there is a lot more that I don't know. This is a way, but I genuinely feel very strongly about some of the causes I support. Like breast cancer awareness is one of them. Shaukat Khanam, anybody, actually everybody knows that if they ask me to be a part of this campaign, I'll be there.
You're there.
I'll
always,
take
yeah.
out the time, I'll go for it. Because I've seen in these last 10 years that जब हम जाते हैं और लोगों से बातें करते हैं, तो what a difference it makes. Similarly, UNHCR is a cause that shows me. And now that I meet the refugees every year, twice a year, sometimes if I'm lucky, thrice a year, it's not a cause that I ever want to let go of. So these are little things that we can do. But I think, I personally think that more than anything, this is for the country, right? But for me, I've been thinking about this for so many years, that the way I want to contribute is to make small little changes in our industry, you know? That's something I really want to do.
Be it as a producer or...
Yeah, be it as a producer. I want to give our writers credit in a different way.
Yeah.
Like have the name on the poster, you know? Little things जो मैं देखती हूँ as a producer, जो मैंने अभी देखी हैं as a producer, which I feel very sad about. And I say, okay, I can do something to change this, you know? एक standard हो, सब एक साथ खाएं, सब एक ही चीज़ खाएं. I don't know, maybe these are all very idealistic things. I also think that there needs to be unions for technical artists, for junior artists. आप स्टार को तो या एक्टर को आपका जो लीड है उसको चेक मिल जाता है, लेकिन जो इंसान 2000 रुपए दिन का कमाता है उसको पैसे नहीं मिलते. बहुत अजीब है ये. मुझे हमेशा से ये अजीब लगता था. अभी भी मैं जब किसी स्टोर में जाती हूँ तो वो मुझे डिस्काउंट देते हैं. मुझे अजीब लगता है कि आप मुझे क्यों डिस्काउंट दे रहे हैं. You know, keep a financial aid discount. So it's all these little things. They work on my mind, and I know you're probably looking at me like, who is this mad person? But
I'm not.
My mind is a
नहीं, जैसे मैं
crazy place to be in.
इंट्रो में मैंने कहा था कि लगन, मेहनत तो होनी चाहिए, बट नीयत भी अच्छी होनी चाहिए और साफ़ होनी चाहिए। आपसे मिलके मुझे हमेशा ये एहसास होता है कि आपका दिल बहुत साफ़ है, बहुत प्योर है। सो शुक्रिया, थैंक यू, आपने वक्त निकाला इतने बिजी स्केड्यूल में से। I could go on for hours and hours and hours, but I think बाकी की बातें किसी और निशिस्त के लिए रोक लेते हैं। Thank you honestly very much, Mahira.
No, thank
आपने
you. I hope, I think I've spoken too much on this interview, in this interview.
अच्छा है जो भी है। अब कोई मैसेज, आप इतने फैंस हैं and आप आई एम श्योर कि अभी इतनी हमारी ज़बरदस्त बातें होगी, इसमें से बहुत सारे लेसन्स और मैसेजेस ड्रॉ वो करेंगे, बट कोई और स्पेशल एक बात अगर आप उनको कहना चाहें।
क्या कहना चाहूँगी? Well, I think just that life is short. और इस जो भी टाइम है हमारे पास, आई थिंक जितना भी टाइम है, क्योंकि हमें नहीं पता होता ना आज है कल नहीं है, तो जितना भी टाइम है, मेरी आप सब लोगों से ये रिक्वेस्ट होगी, और मैं अपने आप को भी ये हर रोज़ बताती हूँ कि live honestly, live fully, try to enjoy every moment, enjoy your parents, enjoy your grandparents, enjoy your children and your brothers and sisters and your friends, because I think I truly believe this कि ज़िंदगी में अगर आप सबसे बड़ी चीज़ कमा सकते हैं वो है प्यार, इज्जत, और एक ये this something, you know, I can't explain it what it is. I saw that with my nani, and I want that in my life. I want that in my life. Relationships, you know, bonds. Yeah, it was beautiful to see that, you know. Yeah, so
May Allah bless her soul.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Mahira, and it's always a pleasure meeting you.
Thank
but
you.
ये one-on-one was quite overdue. अब मैं एटलीस्ट ये नहीं बोल सकूंगा 5 साल मैंने वेट किया।
अब मैं कहाँ जाऊँ? मैं अब इस इंटरव्यू के बाद मैं कहाँ जाऊंगी जो मैंने इतने और लोगों को जाना था?
आप वापस जाएं लोगों के दिलों में जहाँ पे आप रहती हैं।
हाय,
थैंक यू,
क्या गया? ये
Thank
तो
you.
आपने क्या कमाल बात की है। आई होप कि मैं वहाँ रहती हूँ।
आप रहती हैं?
हाँ,
बहुत
इंशाल्लाह, आमीन।
तगड़े तरीके से रहती हैं।
Thank you.
थैंक यू।
Thank you.